If you work in water treatment, stop giving away the wrong things. What do I mean by that? Well, if you work in water treatment and, for example, you have a showroom or you attend trade shows, you'll notice that everyone often gives away a gadget. They give something to the visitors at the show. A pen, a water bottle, little tote bags, a catalog. But what's the problem with this? The problem is that almost no one remembers who gave them which gift. And most importantly, no one is going to buy from you. No one will trust your products or services just because you gave them a keychain or a water bottle. Even though it's a nice gesture, that's not what's going to trigger the signing of a contract. So if you sell or rent water treatment systems, you don't need to put on a show. You need to build a list of leads. That's what you need to do with your marketing. What do I mean? I mean, you need to use the freebie. You need to use this gadget you're giving away, not just to give it away, but to attract people who are potentially interested in your water dispensers, okay? And it's used to exchange it for that person's contact information. So ideally what happens, the person receives this gift from you, this gadget from you, but in exchange, they leave you their contact info, a lead, okay? That's how you build a relationship. You might ask, yes, but Fabio, what kind of gift? The type of gift changes depending on who your client is, depending on whether your market is HoReCa, if your market is private individuals, if your market is offices, and so on and so forth. The important thing is that this gift is in a way personalized for your audience, and above all that it has a use, okay? So it can't be a little ball, because a little ball, for example, has no utility in the lives, okay, of your clients. It has to be something they can use, something useful, something specific that automatically generates demand for your type of product or service, which in this case are the water dispensers, okay? To give you an example, the giveaway, this gift, this gadget you hand out, shouldn't make your clients say, oh, how nice. It should make them say, wow, that's interesting. I want to understand more about this. What more can be done? How can I find out more? Okay? So for example, one of the most effective ideas in water treatment is to create guides that help customers choose the best water purifiers, or that go on to explain how a water purifier can help a restaurant owner save thousands of euros a year by eliminating, let's say, the hassle and work of using cases of water, right? Buying them, stocking them, cleaning them, and so on, okay? Or you can create tests, also in the form of a quiz. So where does it turn out? Where do you first explain what PFAS is, for example, which is a very hot topic in this sector? And do you go on to explain which filters are best suited for PFAS, okay? Or other materials useful to your customers? So these, you see, are not gifts. They are conversation starters that, yes, can be given as gifts, but they are much more useful. And if you build the message around these gifts well, whoever leaves their name isn't just someone curious who wanted the pen or the logo ball, but a potential customer, okay? So here I can give you 3 tips for creating a gift, for creating a gadget that you can give to your customers in exchange for their name. The first piece of advice is that the gift must be perceived as useful, practical, and specific. Second tip, delivery should occur after contact, not before. So don't give useless things to everyone without asking their name first, because who did you give them to, okay? What is the return of that gift? You'll never know, and that's not okay. 3, the follow-up. So give continuity to the gift and this process of continuity, okay? So this ongoing communication must be prepared before each event where you plan to give away these gadgets. This way you don't waste time, because you build the list of names at the fair, and then you know exactly what to do to work on these names, either yourself or your team of sales agents, so that they can then be converted into contracts and customers. I hope these 3 tips are helpful, so use them in your next campaign, especially if you have a showroom, especially if you do trade shows. This video comes to an end here. I invite you to subscribe to the Onnwater YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified when a video like this is released, and you can be among the first to watch it, among the first to apply what I share with you and take home the results.